Remix, you know, he does a good job of controlling display, shadowing really well here. Pancake just going to take a shot just to kind of feel out what Remix can do whenever he's shadowing, and obviously he's going to be able to get a pretty good save when he does that. Pancake's now kind of in a similar position, shadowing, but instead he's going to challenge early. He's going to do good now. It's going to be an open hit. If Remix can't get back, it's going to be a shot on goal. He's going to take it slow, and that will be his second goal there for Pancake.
All right, Pancake birthday buff. It's in action, baby. He takes it all the way down the stretch of the field, and, well, that could be a constant as we continue to move through the day. But Remix, more of a player that's going to risk it, that's going to go for those nutty plays. And you know what? That's what I want to see as a part of his show match. We've got a long way to go here. As well, Atomic, it is a best of 5. So, yeah, we got a 2-goal lead, but there is just so much longer to go throughout this stretch. It's going to get even more gritty and down to the grindstone as these players learn more and more about what their strengths are and what talents they're really bringing to the stage here. Pancake trying to do that with an air dribble, but quickly blocked away by Remix.
That's what happens in these one boys. It's the best of 5. That was a good shot there by Remix. The first one he had in a minute, but Pancake once again is just going to take that open net every single time.
Now, why not a third time? It's the charm, and Pancake doing harm on the scoreboard. You like to see it. 3 on the bat right away. Remix hoping to get one of these shots to lock down. Surely if Remix finds his rhythm on the field here, I can tell he can be very lethal with those shots. And now with possession and a little bit of boost, could pull something off. But Pancake not shying away from that ball, has possession to work with as well.
Yep. And well, it's Remix here. He's got 4 saves. Pancake has 7 shots so far in only, what, 2 minutes? Almost 2 minutes and a half here. And there we go. That's going to be the first one there for Remix. Is going to make this 1-3 instead of 0-3. A lot better looking, I think, for him.
Oh, Pancake landed right on Remix there as well on the recovery. Just unlucky or calculated from Remix. Either way, first on the board for Remix.
And you know what? Now the kickoff, that's going to go ahead and ruin any kind of comeback, or at least in a streak that he had going. Now it's going to go another side over for Pancake. A clean, clear-cut kickoff, I'd say.
It doesn't get much more easy than that. I was playing some 3v3 earlier today, and good old Champ won, and I had a lot of teammates whiffing those kickoffs. Not very pleased about that. Remix, though, quick to find redemption upon the field. The kickoff goes his way, and he'll bring this back to a 2-point scoreline.
You know, in the 1v1s, it is so kickoff focused. Sometimes they just win you games. This comeback could be started here for Remix with these kickoffs. He might have another chance to do it as well. In fact, he's going to throw in a fake into the mix. Going to kind of mix it up, I'd say. And it's going to go and show that maybe if he's able to kind of differentiate the type of kickoffs that he could do, the fakes, like maybe losing it more so that you can get some boost rather. All that stuff is what could lead to like a really good scoreline here. But Pancake, once again, just taking some solid hits, making sure that he doesn't make any mistakes when he's going towards Remix's goal.
No mistakes. Exactly like you said. That's exactly what I'm noticing. One word to me sticks out about Pancake right now so far in this gameplay, and it is discipline. That's just with that ball coming off of the ceiling and catching it just perfectly and limiting any missteps on the field. Everything seems just right. Look at the shadow defense as well, giving all kinds of space to Remix, but so comforted in the knowledge that, well, they can launch up to this save whenever he wants to. A Remix trying to hold on to possession. A bump should give him some leeway to make a play as well, but without any boost, has to scurry around and, oh, does get it over Pancake. A free shot? No, will go by the wayside.
But not a problem. Remix still has all of the control of the boost here. Went ahead and stole both sides of the pad. Might try to get an air dribble going. He's going to take the boost one more time. Pancake is absolutely starved here. He's going to have to find a way to get a 50 or something that he can hit again after. And that's exactly what's going to happen there. He's going to instead take it to the skies, get it cleared, try to get some boost. He does. Now it isn't evenly matched. He has a fair chance at this defense. Remix, however, doing a good job of using the aerial play. Can he get a double off Pancake? Too fast. Actually, might even bit the bull a little bit too far here. Oh, and Remix will strike.
I thought this was it. This was a beautiful follow from Remix. Kind of poke, prod, threaten the next touch, but back off and throw a bullet on. Just narrowly off target, but Pancake caught on the wrong side of the goal line. Now we have a 2-goal deficit once again, and I've been impressed by the way that Remix has kind of stayed in this game. However, it's going to be a little more difficult, giving up yet another kickoff goal.
Props here to Pancake. I mean, his kickoff's very, very solid. It's like he's done that a million times. He just kind of killed the ball over to the center, leave his boost, make sure that his teammate maybe doesn't have any boost as well, and flips the wrong way, and it's a clean open net. That's probably 5 of the 6 goals that he scored today. See, he tried to do it again. He's actually killed it, but now Remix, has some possession. I would say that Remix now has won this kickoff. He has a chance to shoot on goal here. Pancake with a wonderful save.
Pancake continuing to be just that gridiron locked up defense at Remix, having such trouble finding vulnerabilities through and maybe posing a bit of a gap himself. Barely gets back down to the ball, and, well, quarter tank, full boost now, left, coming off the ceiling. No, gonna drop back down to the ground. Allow Pancake to clear, but we're looking at very limited time. For Remix to come back, has to really surge up the field and green this ball down to the other side of the court, but Pancake just keeps hitting it away, and second after second comes off of this clock.
And I think Pancake also knows that, the time is coming down. He doesn't have to exactly overextend. All he has to do is kind of, a little bit defend. Usually players, they don't like to. Oh, that is pretty nuts there from Pancake. Just kind of little dribble up the wall to hit it back into the goal for himself.
How come when I try to jut it right off the backboard, it flies across to the other side of the field? But no, Pancake. When Pancake does it, it lands right nicely on the goal line. Lays it in, wraps up this game number 1. It's going to be a commanding victory for Pancake. I don't think, I don't want to speak for you, Atomic, but I think we're comforted and calling the game here. Remix going to throw one last launch towards the net. That one going astray as well. Pancake, is there still one more goal in Remix? There is. Makes it 4-7, and why not pad the stats? Why not give yourself a better narrative going into the next game?
Yep, and it seems to me that Pancake may be very calm, cool, and collected, but Remix has the ability to just turn on a dime, really fight for every single goal that he gets. If Pancake is not too careful, he's going to be surprised sometimes, especially in his next game, I think, of these two opponents.
And there's Pancake at the finishing screen. Johnston Community College winning game number 1 of this best of 5 here, folks. We're here with the NJCAA Rocket League 1v1 show match and having a splendid time with it. Pancake, disciplined, limiting every single mistake. Atomic, if you're Remix and you're coming up against such a consistent player, what does it take to break through?
Well, Remix, he does have to mix it up a lot. He's got to find a way not to overextend. Exactly what Pancake is doing. He's playing, ensuring that he doesn't make any mistakes. I think Remix needs to make less mistakes by not overcommitting so much. Maybe play for a 50-50 instead of a beat. I think that's exactly what Pancake is doing on Remix. I think if they're both doing exactly that, if Remix figures that out, then it will be a tighter game, and this game, too, will be very interesting.
I like what you said, Remix, mix it up. It's part of the name. You might as well call it that way. Okay, we're looking for a change of narrative, and surely Remix will be able to change things up. Now, I like what you said as well. Force some 50-50s. Maybe get a little closer on those possession. Force the challenge before laying it across the field. We saw at the very start of the game, it looked a little more freestyle oriented. We were going through aerials for ceiling shots, everything under the sun, but it appeared when we saw Remix kind of play to their strengths more so, it got a little more even. We'll see if game 2 is a different story here in this best of 5. It only takes 3 wins and 1 already in favor of Johnston Community College.
As these two players go ahead and join the field, we have Pancake up 1-0 in the series, the best of 5, and Remix down, and a little bit of that momentum taken away from him, all in the favor of Pancake here, but that can just be kind of brought out with a goal here for Remix and switch it all up. Pancake, however, is going to try to take a shot. Remix not going to let him do it, and is going to take some possession for himself.
And that possession, oh, so close to getting it, but Pancake no stranger to these saves and sails across the field to finish it off. Strikes treasure upon the coast-to-coast zone. Look at that final shot as well. He's forcing the dunk on Remix's attempted save. Just everything perfect from Pancake.
Yeah, I would say that is exactly what Remix wanted to do to Pancake, and was kind of, you know, brought out there. He couldn't exactly finalize. Pancake, however, could. I think it was because of the overextension. Not so much the overextension, but the ability that, or going from coast to coast, you know, making sure that when Pancakes did it, or when Remix did it, it would go over to Pancake's side. Now Pancakes has a lot of control over this ball here. Remix doesn't have exactly too much boost to work with. Still going to put some pressure on. He puts it in the air. Good option, I'd say. If he put that on his hood of his car, he could have got 50'd. Could have instantly, and he wouldn't even had a fighting chance. Now he does. He's going to go in and shadow Pancake here. He's going to play some mind games. It's not going to work out for him. Remix gets a good hit, but he still has control over the ball. Gets a good hit and a good bit of that boost, but Remix now on top of it again.
Look at how much more even this game has gotten, right? We were at 3, maybe 4 goals between both teams at the first minute mark, but no, just 1-0 between these players. This really has come to an equalized fashion. Players understanding the other's tactics, maneuvers, strategies. Almost enough for Pancake to sky it past Remix again, but he'll get the save just narrowly. And look at him forcing challenges there, Atomic. That's exactly what we were talking about earlier. And now he's got an open look at the net, looking for the bump. Not quite, but it will be enough. Pancake gets the finishing touch on an own goal.
Yeah, Remix, that is a clear cut and calm collected hit. The same stuff that Pancake has been doing on you. Now it gets interesting. We're tied up 1-1. Remix and Pancake. Madison versus Johnston here. It's going to get interesting.
It will only get more curious as Pancake starts to slip and slide away from those grandiose leads that we saw in game number 1. They were all led by those early goals, but when you look at the second half of game number 1, it became so much more even, and Remix, cool and composed indeed, hangs around the goal line, gets a save, might have the momentum for a shot as well, but oh no, he's bumped out of the way and has no boost for the recovery. Can he get in position for a potential save? Yes, he can. Pancake, not enough to get the go-ahead goal.
No, but look at Pancake. He's just swiping all the boosts. He's taking everything from Remix here. He still has to strive for another save again. Instead, he opts for a good 50-50 here. Pancake, however, did exactly what he does best. He plays for a 50-50, has all the boosts in the tank, and then can just speed away with the goal, just away for Remix's grasp. That will lead to another Pancake goal.
Another Pancake goal. We'll see that very often throughout this series. I'm liking the plaid look as well on Pancake's car. You know, when you come in with style, they're all fresh and ready to go. Style points don't add to the scoreboard, but surely beautiful mechanical plays like this do when it reaches the back of the net. Pancake up to the ceiling. Tried this early on in game number 1, failed. Tried it here against Remix and succeeded. 3-1 now for Pancake.
Wow, that was such a nice goal. Remix actually had it read. It just couldn't catch up to the speed. Pancake had the control of that ball. But the moment he went on the ceiling, he could have waited. He could have, you know, left that flip to kind of, you know, just not use it. Oh, we're going for a musty now, kind of spicing it up. A Remix able to read it. Now he has a chance here. Pancake's going to go for early 50-50. If Remix has more boost in him, they have about even. And now he's going to give it right back over to Pancake. Pancake in the air. This is dangerous here for Remix. He's going to get a save nonetheless. And it's start going to go the other way. Does Pancake have enough boost? Luckily for him, it's in his own corner. Sometimes the safest place in once is to have the ball in your own corner. The opponent really has to turn in and do something fancy for him to score on you. And that is exactly Remix had to first in order to get it.
Oh, almost dunked there. And you know what, Tommy, you talk about safety, and oh, Pancake, he's going to be pretty safe for a goal here. So he'll add one to the tally. But one thing I've been very impressed about Pancake's play is, remember the musty flick attempt? Now, normally when a player goes for such a, you know, it can be a risky maneuver sometimes, they get scored on the breakaway. Did that happen to Pancake, though? No. The recoveries have been so quick from Pancake, even when going for these risky maneuvers, still able to save it. We have not been able to say the same for Remix, but turning on this ball quickly could flip the script.
Yep. Remix, good job on the kickoff there. That is exactly what you need to get started for a bit of a comeback here. Pancake is already up 1-0 in the series, and Remix knows this. Remix now knows as well that if he does, you know, the 50-50 moves, if he doesn't overextend, he hasn't been overextending as much as he was last game, he can really come away with another win and tie this series up.
50-50 is going to be important, but Remix maybe wants to throw out some of the bangers there. Oh my, well, we're here sponsored with the Army National Guard, right? That was a star-spangled banger from Remix right over the head of Pancake, and another for Remix to get a chance in this game too.
Star-spangled banger. Love that. Absolutely love that. Well, you know what? I will say Remix is doing a phenomenal job of not just throwing the ball away when he's done a loss. He's going to have to get a save here, though. Pancake with a nice shot from downtown. No one is able to save that if you put enough speed on it, and that was just fast from the beginning.
So as you want to talk about speed, Pancake make the maneuvers happen as well. And at this point, you're thinking, poor Remix, because no matter what Remix tries to close a gap, it's still been that 2-point buffer again and again that Pancake's been able to maintain. And as impressive as that is, how much longer can it last? Remix with under a minute here to close this deficit and trying to get positioned here for the ball. It's going to be very difficult for Remix if losing this game, right? Because you have to pull off a reverse sweep at that point. Remix is going to do everything he can to get these 2 goals.
And I like how you mentioned that, the security goal, the 2-goal difference. Pancake has another chance here. That's a good goal by him as well. But every single, for only about a minute, it was a minute actually, Pancake had, it was tied up, and then it instantly became a 2-goal lead because he had a kickoff goal after scoring on Remix. So that means that 90% of this game, if it goes all the way here and Pancakes wins with a 2-goal lead, 90% of these 2 players playing, he has had a 2-goal cushion. That is pretty distraught there for Remix. I would argue he's got to find a way to not let Pancake run away with it.
I think exhausting is one of the best ways to put it, you know? I mean, Remix back at that 2-goal cushion here for Pancake as another goal scored for Remix, and honestly not out of the game at this point, but imagine how tiring it is to be pulling off exceptional plays here in the finals, but still have to work from behind. Pancake has that leniency to be able to, well, not get so aggressive on some plays and not give up a lot of ground on some risky maneuvers. Speaking of which, here comes Remix, ground pitch, beautiful 50-50, and Remix has a chance as he pulls it within 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to say it, but there's something that's possible. It's a little something. And the 2-goal lead is gone. I'm just stating the obvious here. That Remix, he's on fire.
Let's see. Pancake hoping to pull this one together. Remix, resilient as ever, blocking that one. Almost red. Pancake's clear, but just missed it. The flip reset's gonna set that ball down onto the ground, and Pancake from Johnston Community College wins game number 2, and now is at match point for the NJCAA Rocket League Finals.
I would say, Remix, very good effort. You made me, you know, excited with life again, Remix. Pancake, you are dull, but you are so calm. You are so efficient. And he's been doing a good job of keeping the lead in these 1v1s. And like I said earlier, like having almost a 90% success rate with a 2-goal lead, that is just, that's hard to do. I mean, I would say it is difficult for me to keep a 2-goal lead in any game I play at Rocket League. So Pancake, props off to you. You deserve the 2nd win as well. I
agree with that for sure. You mentioned like kind of dull, and really Pancake has been playing to their strengths of just been trying to keep possession and work the most high efficiency shots. I remember people calling O'Callad's play style kind of boring because it just went for the plays that would work. O'Callad, we're talking about one of the best, if not the best 1v1 player in the world. That's a compliment. That is a compliment when you are likened to the best of the world. That is an appropriate 1v1 style. What you're doing is playing to your strengths. You are making your opponent uncomfortable because you look just so solid. So Pancake in good position to end it here, Atomic, but with a 1-point win, that was all it was there in game number 2. This could still go either way.
100% agreed there. This could go either way. Remix has not just been absolutely killed. Look at Pancake here, coming in with this like Joker Merc decal. This is exactly what a 1v1 should have. It is the swagger, the idea that, you know what, I'm gonna change it up and still beat you. It is the mind games that I like to see in 1v1s. Remix, however, could play to this strength, make sure that when Pancake isn't familiar with this Merc, he can pull off saves like that and even shots like this if he's pulling off what he's been doing in the past couple games.
Well, if it isn't a lead from Remix, breath of fresh air now for him. And, well, Pancake, what are we going to see with the Merc? We will inform our attendees here that the Merc hitbox was actually updated semi-recently. I want to say within the last year and a half to give it its own hitbox. And I will say, actually made the Merc. It's pretty nice. You got a taller hitbox. It's tough to get that ball on top of the car as you see Pancake dribble it, and it's still just spaced right in front. But hey, look at the maneuvers it still allows for Pancake. I'm looking for some creative maneuvers to see if Pancake can close this out in 3.
Yeah, man, you know, I do, in fact, love to see the Merc here. I'm not a big fan of it myself. I'm not going to be using it on the field, but when I see it on the other person's team, I just know my chances of winning are way higher. It just feels a lot better. So maybe Remix is thinking the exact same thing. Tied 1-1 here between these two, and I think we got an exciting game 3 here.
We do indeed, and you can't forget about the regional and the fall split where Johnston did use the Merc, and it got Twitter buzzing. Everyone was saying, oh my god, it's the new car, it's the new meta. Haven't seen one since, but we're here seeing it from Pancake, and the ball game still tied up here. Lots of boost here for Pancake, and now for Remix after picking up the container. And look at the monster flick! Now that is the power of the Merc.
I mean, just look at it take to the skies. It hits the backboard. He's got to read it. I mean, that was from almost midfield. That. You're right. That was a monster flick. The Joker coming out in full strength here. He's laughing at him.
Oh man, I love it. That style, that swagger right there, Pancake, to feel to feel confident in the Merc to be able to pull off a play like that. I mean, that was a split-second reaction on the challenge from Remix to pull off that flick. Is it going to happen again? Uh-oh, not as consistent as we thought. Remix going to get the better of that challenge and get a point off of it as well.
Some players, you know, the moment that this goes in the sky like that, they'll jump up, they'll try to, you know, make sure that they hit a good ball as early as they can, but not Remix. He's going to start settling down, making sure he gets, you know, wife and kids, and make sure that he gets that ball into that open net. That is what everyone needs to look into and inspire to.
Oh, flick coming in case, and that is 2 in a row that Pancake hasn't been able to execute. Or from at least what we can see, Remix keeping this close. Again, the 50-50s hoping that challenges will work out in his favor. He's got a bomb off of the backboard. Should be able to read this. That's going to be easy peasy. The demolition opening up a lane for Remix to retake the lead.
Remix, that very phenomenal. I mean, look at this. Pancake was caught off guard. He thought that was in the moment you shot it. Instead, it hits the top right of the backboard right next to the goal, and it's just an easy read after that. 3-2 now for Remix. I think the first time he's in a lead besides, or never mind, he had a lead early in this game. But either way, good on him for sure.
No, it's certainly got to feel good. I cannot deny that. I agree with you there. Is that it has been pretty infrequent. We've seen Remix in the lead, so how long can Remix hold on to it? Pancake popping this ball up, waiting, watching, has the boost to recover, so isn't afraid to kind of stick around to the play. And things almost got dicey. Remix with the bump, trying to stay in front of the ball. Pancake launching all of that boost to get down the field. It's just nearly gonna be enough to equalize.
Pancake, he's doing the good job. He's doing the great. You know what I mean? He's getting some good 50-50s here. That's really what it's coming down to. I've said it time and time again, but I mean, you know, dull, boring, whatever. You're right. It is, you know, the way that a 1v1 player plays whenever they've, you know, learned and honed their craft of the 1v1 in Rocket League. They just play for a good equalizing 50-50 when they have boosts, and it turns into an easy goal. Remix, however, oh my goodness, Remix. That, if that, you know, Musty had some more sauce, yeah, that Pancake. He does it again.
Oh, man, that bump is just ruthless, you know, because Remix knows the recovery is going to happen, don't know if there's going to be enough time, and then just bumped away. And so 2 goals in a row there for Pancake. And that is going to give him the lead back, and even without boost, trying to get the possession back, trying to flip back into the ball, and it has just been about a drag race again and again. Which car is quicker to meet the finish line? This time, it's Remix.
I mean, you know, you mentioned the drag race, and I just think in no world is Merc able to compete with, like, the dynamic and the velocity that Octane can produce, but yeah, here we are. You know, these two players are just going at it right now, trading blows, putting out some knockout punches into the mix now. We saw that Musty flipper set attempt earlier. Remix now with an open net, and we'll get it in as well. 5-4, he's in the lead once again in this game.
Feels a little bit like Pancake is, you know, using the leeway of a 2-win lead in this best of 5 to kind of throw out some more interesting plays. You know, we talked about how Pancake, such a consistent, really just a brick wall on defense, but now appears to be giving up more plays than we're used to. In a situation like this, how does Pancake find the lead again? We can only wait and see. Remix looking for a good lane here. Just trying to bait Pancake into these weird clears, weird touches, keeping that resource control as well. All of the containers of boost taken, and Pancake gets bumped off of it. Has to play some defense here. Remix waiting for the challenge, and well, there it is. No, it's still cleared away, and Remix will still try to control this.
But, I mean, I think that is a step in the right direction. You saw Remix, he took it 50-50 instead of just instantly shooting for the ball. I think Pancake had it covered no matter what he took at the ball. The only thing he could have done was go for that 50-50, try to secure a 6-4, you know, get that cushion here, especially with a minute left. That's probably the smartest move. Instead of having maybe conceded a goal and shooting for it, he's now able to try to save it, but Pancake, the flick now, the direct path to the goal was that much was Pancake to score here.
Oh, just beautiful. Yeah, you can imagine a lot of players would be forced to just take the shot immediately, but no, the dribbling continues, just like O'Callaghan does. I'll shoot the comparison over again. He's a dribbling monster, just one bounce after the other until you're close enough to your competitor, and then flick it right past him. The speed of the shot gets the equal score line, and we are neck and neck. Moving into the final seconds of this game 3, it's still match point for Pancake, and certainly could be goal. One more goal to separate them for the win. Just one goal away from Pancake to win it all. Remix with the quick challenge. Heading around the corner and trying to hold on to this ball. Does not want to give up too much possession here. Is going to have to recover after that.
We are in neck and neck here. This next 10 seconds are going to be dangerous here for Remix, but he's not going to get a goal. Shot on goal. Instead, he's going to send it the other way. Pancakes now has to fight for some boost. Take a bit of control. Remix is not going to just charge in unless he has to. It's still tied 5-5. Pancake, he can't get this on his own. He's going to get a good flick. He's going to go for an air dribble. He's going to get the bump. And Pancake will take the 3-0 sweep against Remix. That is a nice goal.
Oh, the air dribble. The bump. The stomp and flattens Remix like a pancake. The birthday boy Pancake takes the win. Johnston Community College is your NJCAA Rocket League 1v1 finalist and winner. Congratulations to Johnston, and congratulations to Pancake. Atomic, what a match. It was a 1-point game here, a 1-point win in game 2, and now in game 3, Remix gave us really everything he had, and that's what just made for such a stellar matchup here.
Wow, Pancake, like you said, Remix, he was the syrup to Pancake's pancake, I suppose, and it really just took everything from him. He came up to a 5-5 there in the even time, and Pancake at the last second just turned it on with that Merc, and like you said, just got a really nice goal. Congratulations to Pancake. He is your winner for the finals here. And Remix was your second place. But Pyro J, I think we got something coming up next, right?
Oh, yes, we do. We have the Army National Guard show match still. So congratulations, Pancake. You are the winner of the competition, and you get to have a show match against ARNG's Aoka. Stick around for that match, folks. The show match for the Army National Guard is going to come up very soon, broadcasted by the National Junior Collegiate Athletic Association Esports. That's NJCAAE. I am Pyro. This is Atomic, and we will be right back.